Hello everyone, I am here today to explain glycogen storage disorders to everyone. Uh, this is the first ever topic. We felt difficult in our first year in our biochemistry to remember these many enzymes and these many diseases. But it's a very simple trick. You can remember all of them, and it's a very important area asked very often in central exams and NEET. So I came up with an idea. But the main thing is you can just keep the MCQ by just following a single letter, because he don't give the same glucose 6 phosphatase, or he don't give all the options along with glucose itself, or he don't give all the options along with the lysosomal maltose. So we can easily mark with just a single letter. So just concentrate on this. First disorder is von Girk's disorder. G for glucose 6 phosphatase. In von Girk's, G is there, G for glucose 6 phosphatase. G, you can think it as a kidney. So because of it has a hyperuricemia, so it has 3H, hyperuricemia, hypoglycemia, hepatomegaly. So think G it's as a kidney. So in von Girk's, it's because of glucose 6 phosphatase, and it has 3H's: hyperglycemia, hypoglycemia, hyperuricemia, hepatomegaly. Then next we'll go to Pompey's disease. In Pompey's disease, you see in Pompey's, you see this OM. So the same way you remember this lysosomal maltose. You remember like this. With OM, you can remember lysosomal maltose. You spell Pompey's as Pompey, so floppy. Remember this. In this disease, the newborn is floppy. It's like floppy baby syndrome. He's like very floppy and hypotonic. And with this OM only, you can remember cardiomegaly. It's very simple. Pompey's, with that OM you can remember lysosomal maltose, and then with Pompey you can remember floppy baby, and then with this Pompey itself you can remember the cardiomegaly. Next disease is Cory's. C, the code is D. You know this. Cory's disease, D branching enzyme. Anderson's disease, branching enzyme. What? Cory's disease, D branching enzyme. Anderson's disease, branching enzyme. With in Anderson disease, you remember it says in this Anderson disease, amylopectin like glycogen will be remained. Because of branching enzyme deficiency, the formed glycogen will not have any branches, so it looks like amylopectin. So amylopectin like glycogen is remained. A for A, remember like this. By this also you can put it as a branching enzyme. And the second point is, you remember Anderson, A is A like alcohol. Because of alcohol, liver will be damaged. So in Anderson's disease, the liver failure will occur. Simply speaking, for Cory's disease, D branching enzyme. Anderson's disease, branching enzyme, amylopectin like glycogen. Anderson, A for alcohol, A for liver failure, alcohol for liver failure. Next, fifth one is McArdle's disease. Fifth, type 5 glycogen storage disorder is McArdle's disease. McArdle, M for muscle glycogen phosphatase. So in this, muscle glycogen phosphatase is lacking. So because of this, glycogen cannot be used by muscles. Muscles can't use the glycogen. So muscles like exercise intolerance will be there. Muscles can't use them. But later on, after few months, after few months or years, our body will adapt ourselves by using other than glycogen, other products than glycogen. Like it will use fats and proteins for energy rather than glycogen. So this is called wind phenomenon, second wind phenomenon. The second wind phenomenon, it will use other sources and produce the energy. The muscle will use other sources to produce energy rather than glycogen, so that it will help itself to survive. So because of second wind phenomenon, the child will be okay. So for McArdle's, muscle glycogen phosphatase, mirror image of M will be W. That means second wind phenomenon is the most important MCQ. Asked many times in AIMS. As a clinical question, he'll ask as a clinical question. Initially, the child was very exercise intolerant. Later on, he developed well. He developed well, so he can do exercises very easily later on by using other sources. So like that, he will prepare a clinical question. He'll twist something in the answer. Nothing but it's a second wind phenomenon. The disease is McArdle's disease. The enzyme is muscle glycogen phosphatase. That's it. The sixth one is Her's disease. H for H, hepatic glycogen phosphatase. You remember this is enough. You can answer the MCQ very easily. Next one is type 7 glycogen storage disorder. That is Torres disease. What is Torres disease? In this, muscle and RBC lack phosphofructose kinase itself. Without phosphofructokinase, our body can't survive. So there is no second wind phenomenon. Phosphofructokinase is a very important enzyme in the glycolysis. Without that, we can't get energy. So in Torres disease, the muscle and RBC phosphofructokinase 1 is deficient. So there is no second wind phenomenon. The most confusion is between the Torres and the McArdle's. McArdle's have second wind phenomenon. Torres doesn't have second wind phenomenon. This is how you should remember the simple glycogen storage disorders. This is very easy topic. But it is asked very often. You have to remember, and you can easily mark with just a letter in the MCQ. So thank you for listening all this. Keep following our channel for more content. Happy learning.